Hi, hello. And this video is going to be about why adults need to meet erotic photographer, why this profession is here, okay, and probably why what erotic photographer does. At the same time, excuse me, but I'm going to edit as well and do some artwork. This topic I am able to speak even, without a concentration. I can just explain you straight away, right? So starting about why adults need erotic photography. You see, when we reach from the childhood into adulthood, okay, our sexuality energy kicks in and we're trying to understand what it is, okay? Understand in ourselves, exploring our body, exploring our sexes, exploring our possibilities and sexuality. And as well, during the matching, we're exploring our chances and our sensations. Who is the best match for us, right? Unfortunately, when we grow up, no one gave us any education what are relationships based on, okay, and what we should do. And only when we grow up, we realize that relationship is based on sexual and intimate connection. When the intimate connection is gone, okay, people become friends, sometimes enemies, sometimes neighbors, right? And sooner or later, one of them will start looking elsewhere, live like friends, suffer or cheat, right? And the situation is just getting out of hand, okay? And the whole reason is that they are looking to fulfill their fantasies and desires. Adults need attention to their body, and of course adults need occupy their mental brain with the stimulus, right? If your partner is not stimulating you and you do not want the partner, right, it's not necessarily that it's something wrong with him, okay? There are many ways I can prove it. Probably the simplest way is going in the circles when people are changing the partners and end up in the same situation. The city is different, the family is different, maybe the job is different, okay, the partner is different, but they end up into into the same spot, right? And most of the time it's a work about you, okay, work about you, work about how you feel your body, how you can control your body, how you can control the sexual energy, how you can connect it, how you can develop, transform, and what you can do with sexual fantasies and desires, okay? When you are with someone, you not only need to satisfy yourself, your body, your mental state, right, but you also need to take care of your partner, right, and satisfy partner's needs and provide, okay, sexual energy and sexual adventures or pleasures, right? The sexual energy is something what is uh, uh, I use it as a creative resource, okay? Others use it as for money, right, for popularity, for fame. So sexual energy is a creative energy. That's how we all came to this planet, to this world, okay, through one gate, right? Through one gate we came in. And unfortunately, no one yet knows how to leave this planet. So I would like to announce it that the exit is where the entrance is. Okay, and that is probably very hard to believe for someone that sexual energy or sexual gates, are also not the door to enter, but also the door to leave. Right? Very interesting. Okay, so going forward with sexual energy and sexual transformations, we understand that when we grow up, we receive a lot of traumas through our life. Unhappy love, right? Broken heart, someone, did this something to you, or you did it to yourself, doesn't matter, right? But we receive the traumas, not necessarily from the boyfriends or the girlfriends. The traumas are coming already from the families, okay? Usually we not received enough love from our parents, right? And that's where we are looking for. That's why we are all in search of love, right? That's why women are desperate to find a partner, right? In they think this is the realization process, right? The partnership, I believe, in my hand, is preparation to leave this planet, okay? And you find the person who can stimulate you and who can create a certain chemical content in your body that you would feel in a certain way and transform your energy, transform your thoughts, transform your goals, transform your sensations, and transform your connections. Okay, everything around you changes, right? When you understand how important sexuality is, you would probably work towards your body first, right? Your body first. Your body has a memory. I always thought that the memory is our brain, and I never thought that the body also holds and maintains the memory. Your body can remember your all the partners and all the connections. Yeah. And of course, the reason why we remember is because that's how we mature and grow up. That's why we need to change partners at the beginning to actually get that knowledge and an experience. And if we're going into the childhood, you would understand that the child is going and trying different pieces. He can pick up a dirt or a poo from the ground and try it. That's what is an experience. But our parents are saying this, oh, don't date this guy, he's bad, or don't date this and this. And we do not acquire enough information, okay, to go forward and choose our partners, right? So when you get mature, okay, people usually start developing themselves, understanding themselves, and learning about themselves, and only then they're able to find the true match, okay? And before, there will be only lessons, okay? Some saying karmas, right? But before, there will be only lessons. And that's okay, because children, they get immune system from trying and taking dirt into their mouth, right? They get a lot of bacteria, viruses, and other infections, and children get ill at the beginning of their development so that they grow strong, okay? That is not the case in our community, in our social life, because we do not allow ourselves to pick every virus and every this. We are trying to protect ourselves, right? And when we're getting older, we realize that something is not there. Okay, let me just go back to that sexual energy in a way that you would understand what I mean. Majority of us, right, had relationships. Okay, 80% of marriages or relationships are fallout. Okay, there are a lot of lonely people out there. What it is loneliness, or what it is to be alone. Okay, many of us think that it is okay, I can be and stay by myself, I don't need anyone, I don't need a heartache, I don't need broken heart, or I don't need any toxic people, or I don't need bad relationship, or I don't need bad experiences, or I don't want any more sex, or I don't want so on. Okay, this is all just noise. This is all just noise. In the reality, your body is born to produce certain functions, right? So we consume food, it is necessary for us, food and drink, right? Then we sleep, it is necessary for us rest, right? Restore the energy. And sexual energy is for adults the same food, okay, like you would consume it for your tummy, for your stomach. Okay, it's just we in a society protect that and actually reject that. Okay, and no one is accept that. They do not realize that sexual energy partnership, your partner and your physical connection is so important. That's why people created yogas, face face trainings, liftings, whatever, sport. Okay, sport. There are a lot of women who do not have sex, they would go to sport. Okay, because that somehow they need to resonate and relieve that. Some will dance, and some would sing, and some would create something. Okay, this is all from that unsatisfaction, looking to to please yourself, to please yourself, to please your body. And in reality, all you need is a great sex. Okay, you don't need any Botox, you don't need any surgeries, right? Because all the chemicals should be happening inside our bodies. There are a lot of people who take drugs, right? Depressed, And what they consume is it's a substance, that's something what your body can produce when you are in contact with your loved one. Okay, which is very interesting, right? So that is why I'm saying that sexual energy is very important. Okay, the reason why it is important, that sexual energy is also a creative energy. That's how we came to this planet. I repeat myself, but also it is a transformation energy and money energy, wealth energy, right? Where people are open up to the world, right? When people are brave, when people are strong, when people are confident. So in our photo shoot, we practice that. Yeah, we practice confidence. We open up. We're being free, right? We're presenting ourselves to ourselves first. Okay, then we're presenting ourselves to our partner, and in the same time we create art, which is no limits, presenting ourselves to the universe, right? To enjoy, to the universe, giving ourselves to creative energy, right? When I create in a studio, people think that photo shoot or photography and videography relies on settings or on expensive cameras or on expensive equipment. In true and real life, when you're shooting erotic photography, all you need is a sexual energy and connection with the person. Person needs to open up and remove those blocks to create great artwork. Okay, and when someone is calling me and saying, "Oh, you don't mind shooting this and that, or maybe we gay, or maybe with this," I don't really take this into account. I say that I create sexual energy and I create art. Okay, and if your performance make me feel something, okay, that's art. Okay, that's art. And that's why I'm making this, because you see, when you are in a creative energy, you actually maintain that energy and place that into the image. I never look at the settings when I shoot. Okay, what happens is that I follow intuition. And of course, when I'm really approaching the client and we're connecting, I do it automatically. I just know, I have visions. Okay, I see it, what I should do, how I should do. And I think that this is not my knowledge, this is not my creative ideas, but it comes from above. How else I would explain that? How I know how to approach every client? How do I know how to shoot everyone in the way? If you check all my photo shoots, they're all different. Okay, and during the session we disappear. Okay, we let ourselves go, and me includingly. I'm pushing their boundaries and they're pushing my boundaries, and that is very important. Exchange of the energy. Okay, and trust. And trust. So repeating, why would you need an erotic photography is to practice. Okay, have an opportunity to practice art, sex art with the professional, where you can learn, okay, skills, what it takes to be in the studio, what it takes to create in a certain lighting, what is the lighting, right? Flash lighting, constant light, mixed light, right? Then what it is posing. Expose yourself, expose your body, undress slowly, okay? To learn slowly undress, to learn and be aware of what you're feeling, okay? Because people are shy, people usually nervous, people usually worry, okay? They very much attached to their body, okay? A body is like our material world. It will disappear, okay? It's given us to for a certain time. We borrow it, okay? It's like in a Disneyland. You arrive and you can use everything here on this planet, right, for a certain time, and then we leave. Some of us will come back again and again, of course, to get that development level going. Okay, but the creative people who will come to create sex art, of course, they would reach certain level of their energy exposition. Okay, they would feel the urge, the need, the interest, the stimulus to come and experience this through that medium, right? Photography and videography. What it does, photography is a mirroring. Okay, it's your mirror, it's your information, it's your analysis. It's like X-ray. Okay, it's like X-ray. How it works as an X-ray, I can tell you. So when we create a certain content, right, there are a lot of emotions, thoughts, resentment, negative emotions coming out. Okay, you maybe you're scared, maybe maybe when you're performing sexual actions, right? Touching yourself, stimulating yourself. There is a lot of information that coming out that you are not able to feel anywhere else. This is the biggest maybe challenge, okay, to undress and expose and show and get turned on and stimulate and get to the climax, okay, to feel orgasms, okay. There are people who cannot feel, right? But majority, we go with the majority and they do, right? Not feeling the organ is also a blockage of the energy, right? Not feeling pleasant emotions during the most satisfying game, like love game or erotic games or role play. It's a very pleasurable, right, situation. Making love, it's the time when you experiencing the biggest probably and the most how to say, the strongest stimulus, right? When you have sex with someone who you care about, right? We don't talk about now situations where people get paid for this, right? I'm shooting couples and singles who are real people, who are not actors or models, okay? And they experience real emotions, okay? They have real problems. They need real therapy, okay? And photography or phototherapy was discovered more than 20 years ago. It's proven science that it works. Okay, so it's a mirror where you can see yourself. The reason why I make people work in a free flow, that we could release that energy and we could see those blocks. I am not able to see all of it, but of course I am able to observe how body changes. When people are nervous, it's a reaction. You could see he's stiff, he's this. You could see on the body language. Okay, I can't see all the thoughts. Sometimes I can see mimics, right? When the person is enjoying, and then it's catching itself and thinking, "Oh my gosh, what I'm doing? I'm naked here, or maybe I'm doing sex. What will happen? What I'm a bad girl, or I'm a bad person, or." There are a lot of negative energy coming not from your field, but from the field that consumed you, okay, and stuffed you with that information, right? So we are trying to get rid of all these unnecessary, not yours, how to say, that rubbish, basically. And you processing that. When you're creating erotic photography during some very explicit scenes, you feel that, you think about it, and I am recording this, okay? I'm taking pictures of you being in that state. And when you come back, you see, I give all the artwork, I give all the files. For what reason? Why I am bothered? Why I am bothered? Why I'm making my life so hard, giving people 700 pictures, 500 pictures per shoot, 300 pictures if it's small shoot, right? Why I'm giving all? Okay, because I'm leading people step by step, and they would see how I am unblocking them through the images. If they would see the artwork in a week's time, in a year's time, in 10 years' time, 100 years' time, of course, not everyone would live 100 years. Okay, but doesn't matter at what time they would look at their pictures, they would understand and they would remember that moment, how they feel in their body. And that is the block. Okay, so imagine a beautiful picture, people having sex and something, but that person is looking at that picture and remembers how he felt in the certain way, and even what he or she thinks, okay, what she was been thinking. Okay, and that is the material that all the psychologists would say the golden spot, because that's how the blocks were released. You would understand, you would be able to come back to that moment, recognize it when it was created. Okay, then you can evaluate, is it yours, is it belong to you, is it belong to your system, Maybe that's the thing what's stopping you from many things. Not only love your partner, not only give your all, yourself all to him, right? But also stopping in other directions, in other field. Like I say, sexual energy, it's a wealth energy, right? When people feel that energy and they are confident and brave, they can move the mountains. They can move the mountains. And when the people are shy, quiet, stiff, they shy away, they hide, okay? They are not there to represent themselves and show the world that this is me, that this is how I am, that this is what I do, that this is, you know, that this is, yeah. And I know this because it took me years as well, okay, to come out and show off, right? And what I'm saying is come out. I'm not like gay or or trans or whatever. No, I'm very, how to say, very normal, probably person. You would say you're not normal if you're doing erotic photography. That's my calling. That's the feeling. That's the voice that drives me there. Okay, initially I was thinking to become a medical person, studied 7 years in medicine and worked in a hospital. Okay, supposed to be a doctor. My dream was to be, of course, the chief executive of the hospital, right? But I changed my profession. At the moment, I believe that this psychological coding, right? Coding with art. You see, when you create art to yourself, even if you hate yourself, I've already tested many things. When you see art, you cannot stop enjoying it and loving yourself because you made art, and this is something what is beyond the things that happen to you, beyond the things what you think about yourself, how you value yourself, or how you um, respect yourself. Okay, when you make art, everything fades. Everything fades. The creator's energy is the highest energy, and I welcome everyone to meet your creator, to open up to the world, to open your senses, to clean your channels, to start managing, okay, and controlling your sexual energy, right? Growing senses inside, to be more intuitive to yourself, to your partner, and of course to the world around you, right? And sexy pictures is just a bonus. Okay, sexy videos is just an adventure that would, how to say, later would mean a lot because your body is aging. Okay, your body is aging and you changing. You changing, everything is changing. Now, when I'm saying body's changing, to be fair, men are very, lucky because their penis doesn't age. Okay, so I think that's a very good news for us women. Okay, and a good news for men, right? And that is why, again, if your penis is not aging, but aging happens in here, okay, it means that you can be active and you can be successful in your relationship and the love life and of course the sex actions, as long as as long as you have right information in your head and correct files are placed in here. So I am working here with those who need to change their information about themselves, who wants to accept themselves for who they are, and of course who wants to be braver and more sexual and more straightforward, okay, with who they are, right, and represent themselves here for their partner, for themselves, and of course in a job position or in a business you are, okay, because adults, they recognize the others adults by sexual markers, and that's why all the industries and businesses are based on sexuality. We always think about sex. Someone told us that that's not good. Someone told us that we need to wait, that sex is something what happens sometimes or what happens when it happens. In the reality, you should consume food the same like you consume your partner, right? 25% of energy comes to your body from consuming food, just 25, right? And your brain consumes 25% of all the energy, okay? So where the rest energy comes from? Sometimes people say, I do not have energy, I do not have motivation, I don't know what to do when my relationship sucks, and and I am not so pretty anymore, or not young anymore, or you know, I'm gonna stay alone, better this way, or I'm too old. There are a lot of excuses. There are a lot of excuses you thought to yourself what you should do, and I'm telling you here that you are wrong, okay? That life continues, that your body rejuvenates, restores yourself, and you need to give yourself a chance, okay? And proper resources for this to happen, right? Not to do face yoga, right? But to do different exercises, okay? Which will make your partner happy and of course, you happy as well, okay? Because happiness, you see, it's in sexual life, it's exchanges. As soon as you fulfill his or her cup, she will be full and happy to give it back, right? That's how it goes, right? So talking about erotic photography, here in the studio we create photo shoots without limitations. Any erotic fantasy, any kink, I don't have any boundaries, okay? Like I said, I don't really care who you are, what are your kinks. I'm not judgmental. I am looking at the art, okay? And at that moment when we meet, I will be in my creative energy, okay? And you will be meeting that higher force, the creator, okay? Which comes inside me when we start the shoot, okay? So sexual energy comes to you when you start something, right? Start the movement, start the touch, right? When you start feeling, that's when the sexual energy wakes up in your body. Very often people, when they come to the photo shoot, they don't know what to do, right? They don't know what to do. They think that photo shoot is for posing. Stand there, down there, show their boobs or this. This is not the sexual energy. Sexual energy when you feel yourself. And when you're present, and when you touch, and when you wake up, and when you know where your hands are, what you're doing to yourself, right? Sexual energy and the confidence is when you know that you're an adult and you allow yourself, okay, to do those things. You know that you are entitled in your body, okay? You are entitled to be happy. You are entitled to be satisfied. You have a right to have a partner and have a proper, great sex, okay? And you need to believe in this. You need to believe in this because you know what? If you don't, that's exactly what will happen. Okay, so I'm here to tell you that erotic photo shoots are here to stimulate you and educate you and show you and teach you many ways how you can get turned on. Okay, when you're looking at my art, every art piece has an energy in there. And if you resonate, then this art is for you. I made a lot of photo shoots, so you can choose which one is best, okay, and which one is turning you on and giving you the most information, okay. I've started my new Telegram channel. There are just 100 people there, okay, so I'm welcoming you to join, okay. Love Warriors, okay. Love Warriors, I call this channel because I want everyone to join me on this mission. Love should be our work. That's what I think. That's something that we should be working every day. Okay? We should be working on ourselves every day and with practicing with things with our partner. There is a saying that, you're meeting the person and, these butterflies and this attraction doesn't last. It's proven that it stays that long or that long. People always find how to measure things. Okay, people are very clever. They can measure and analyze, right? However, if you are working on your sexuality, okay, and you're connected with your partner, you can find other places to go. I believe sexuality or sexual energy or intimacy is like a computer game with a lot of levels, okay? And some people just stuck on one level and cannot go higher. Yeah? That's how it is. So they don't know that there is something else there. Okay, they just stuck in, and circling till you will feel, some needs in your body which are not satisfied, and then you think, oh my gosh, maybe this partner is not right, maybe I'll try someone else. Okay, but you're stuck in this body and in the circle running around. Okay, that's what I'm saying, about sex art. There are people who coming there to have photo shoots for fun. There are people who come in here and do photo shoots for work. Okay, but most of them, majority of them, need psychological work. Okay, and erotic photography is the best place. Okay, erotic photo shoot is the best place where you can have all the information about you, about your body, about your mental state. Okay, first of all, right, about your sexual health. Okay, right, you would understand. Are you an adult? Are you in adult position? There are a lot of people who cannot accept, okay, sexuality and sexual games, and children. You see, when you are in a child's energy, you don't need any sexual things. Okay, you do not need any, because children, you see, they don't need partners, they don't have husbands or wives, they think about something else, right? And that's why the partnership get disconnected. There are a lot of adult people who would ask me this question: how do you think why there are so many people splitting up or not finding that connection? And the simple answer is this: that in a traumatic event, okay, or event which somehow associate with some kind of a stress, people fall out of their energy, fall out of their adulthood, and start behaving like children. Okay, being scared, not telling this, hiding, and so on. And that's what happens. You see, children don't sleep with adults, and if your partner, okay, is in the child's energy, okay, in the child's energy, then that's exactly what happens. You are not getting turned on by the child's energy. You're getting turned on when you meet sexual adult energy. Okay, children cannot provide sexual energy, they do not have hormones yet. Okay, so that's what I wanted to say. Okay, and that's a short introduction about erotic photographer. I hope I'll meet you all in my Telegram channel, and the link will be attached to this video. So thank you so much, and love you, kiss you, mean it. Bye.